to understand. A shame I'll be an honest man. A shame I'll be an honest man. Good morning, Mehmet. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning, Jed. Good morning, Jay. Feel like there's going to be a lot of happy bods in here today. Let me just send the announcement in. Two secs, chat. What are we saying? Let me know what we're looking at. Let me get this announcement sent in, boys. Let's get this announcement sent in. Is the mic good, or is there like a little lag? Is there like a little not input delay, like a little buzzing? Alright, sweet. Let me quickly load up the tickers. TikTok. Tiki Toki. We've got 75 followers on the tickers yesterday, boys. Team's Graham. 2 secs, chat, and I'll read all these YouTube comments. Gold flying lovely. EG buyers, 3 or 5 on gold. Get the Maggies out. Fuck's sake. Alright, cool. Let's go live on this Tiki Toki. If anyone's got 2 devices, if you're watching on your laptop, tune into the TikTok on your phone and drop some likes. Support the team if you're a real G. If you're a real GG. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, yo. What's good? Alright, good morning, Jed. Morning, Jay. David, good morning. That gold trade was banging. Trust me, man. Perfect entry. Perfect TP. Don't get much better than that. Really, it don't. Really don't. Morning, David, though. Morning, Seaham. What you saying, bro? John, Tommy, what you saying? Lovely trade from Mace. Yeah, it was lovely. W on gold signal this morning. Trust me, lovely. What was that trade? 3.5R, bro. Morning, Slappo. What you saying, Jesse? What you saying, Wilson? What you saying, Slappo? Tommy, what you saying? 3.5% on gold. Let's go. Morning, bro. Morning, MH. German 30 longs and EU shorts. Fair play, John. Send your charts into chart check. Didn't get notifications. Morning, everyone. Morning, bro. Yeah, I don't know why that would be, bro. Don't know why that would be. Yeah, it should be. And maybe you might have it on personalised rather than all notice. Smashed it. Come on, Mags. Yeah, typical Asia liquidity grab to the T. Yeah, lovely trade. Lovely trade. Currently in gold longs, nice. Yeah, let me know what pairs we're looking at, guys. Let me know what pairs we're looking at. Obviously, all the members, all the Signal members got in gold longs this morning. 3.5% already closed out before 9 a.m, which is lovely. So hopefully, if you've just joined the Signal group over the weekend or this week, early this week, then yeah, you've already caught yourself a lovely dub. 3.5%. You also got a notification to your WhatsApp. Took the same trade on gold, done for the day, lovely. And it goes back, if you man was in my live, remember what we were saying, chat? What was we saying? Where are we coming from? What are we going to? And exactly as we said, remember, in the morning we was coming down, we said sells to our fair value gap. And then once we're in our fair value gap, then we look for longs up to our external. So internal and external working literally to the T of what we wanted yesterday. And then, yeah, I think Mace actually caught this. This is the level I had on the live yesterday. So, yeah, you could have caught some lovely, lovely longs on that. This was the level. As we said, wait till this gets tapped. Just before we jumped off, it did get tapped in. And then we had this, it was actually a 10-minute, I believe. Yeah, we had this 10-minute imbalance here, inverted. So you could have got in on the retap of that and then caught that long up. And then, yeah, we caught this one this morning after we ended up. The Asia session had a bit of an accumulation, as it normally does. Asia session moves sideways. And then for the London session, we're just looking for price to reverse at the Asia low and trade up to the Asia high. This is a move that happens very, very often in the market. So yeah, obviously Asia low swept. We've got our 5-minute imbalance here. Tapped him. And then obviously TP is always there. Stop loss is always there. Very easy. 3.5 RR secured. So yeah, lovely trade. This requires, well, pretty much everything lined up for this one, to be real. By the way, nice call on gold yesterday also. Yeah, bro, it was a lovely call. Lovely to see, man. What I really like as well is the higher on terms of the higher time frame. So I've called that to the T. I've called this fair value gap to the T. So we've got this fair value gap all the way down and then all the way back up, which is a beautiful, about 8,000 points. And then also, not only that, but Mace also signalled gold longs this morning. So not only was the higher time frame perfectly called with that leg, it was also sent to the signals as well with a lovely long from Mace this morning. So higher time frame and lower time frame both getting called to the T on gold. Yeah, no issues there. 3.5 RR, boys. 1 TP, 1 stop loss. Don't get better than that. Gold longs, GU sells. A lot of people are looking at GU sells. Oh shit, this GU's tapped into sells. All right, this GU's tapped in. Who's getting into this? Is anyone getting into this? Let me know. We're a little bit short of my order block, which I low-key don't like, but we are within the imbalance, which is decent. I'll show you here. GU's tapped the level that I would be looking at to short from. Obviously, Friday high has been taken as well. Friday high has been taken. You can see EU's actually tapped into this order block, so EU's a lot nicer. If we look at the DXY as well, DXY is just about to come short, but again, we are within that imbalance. As we said, EU's actually fully filled all of this imbalance, which is just a really nice confirmation. So then if we go a bit lower, down onto the 15, to see how we actually acted on the with Asia liquidity. So let me actually make all these brighter, just because we don't want to have a massive fair value gap all over our chart. Cool. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate doing that, because then it means you've got to redo every single chart. Fuck's sake. Hang on. 2 secs. Yeah, TikTok though. What we're saying, 70 man on the TikTok. Bear man's joining. Not very many man are staying for some reason. What indicator are you using? It's our own indicator, bro. It's called Sessions, Ranges and Equilibriums. It's a custom indicator we made for our members. So, yeah, if you go to the Discord, bro, we'll give you that for free, as we do to our members. And let me quickly make this 5 as well. So, yeah, GU. Let's go down now onto the 5 minute to see what we're seeing. So, obviously, similarly to gold, just the opposite way round, we're seeing a sweep of that high. So, we're seeing that high swept, and then we've got that low to trade into. The Asia low. So that's the move we're looking for. And then EU as well. That's the move we're looking for. EU a lot nicer, as we said, because we've tapped this order block. Obviously, that's the daily. This is just 4 hour CRT, which has been completed, as you can see. We had this CRT low here, this candle here, which was swept. This was the main. The reason why this is significant is because this is the main way that we push price up. So that's why it's significant that we're now completed. Because if you look here, we've got this leg up. Got to look at EU's, the actual leg up for EU. Lou, don't tell me you're going to fuck with Dutch Rivelli. Wait, what? Wait, what? Was I singing a Dutch song? I can't remember. Was I? I don't know. I don't know if I was singing a Dutch song. Can't remember. Why would you look to long the dollar when the government is currently facing a shutdown? Just curious. Because as we said, man, we already think it's been priced in. Similarly to gold yesterday, when people was talking about this shutdown, it had already been priced into the market because it was so expected. You've got to think the thing that sort of affects price massively isn't whether it's really bullish or bearish. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's whether it's expected, or sorry, I should rather say anticipated or not anticipated. They know what's going on. It's not a shock. For example, when Russia went over the Ukrainian border, gold went crazy because no one knew that was going to happen. But we all know this is going to happen. Now he popped up to me. Oh yeah, he messaged us on Instagram. Yeah. Well, we've only got 55 man in this live, in this YouTube live. This is like the lowest we've had. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let's get some more heads in here. Let me, I need to send another announcement out. I'm going to send another announcement out now. Why not? Just to get some man in here. 2 secs. How do I join the Discord, bro? Just there, brother. Just type that up. 2 secs. I'm just going to put you, man, on pause for 2 seconds. Let me send this announcement in again. Just get some more man in here. 55 man, though. I think someone was right when they said summer holidays. Obviously, you get bare man on there. There's probably a lot of man from the signals that have just made dough and they're just creaming. Let's go. Lovely trade there. Lovely trade. Richesse, always cooking. So getting the signals while you can. Getting the signals while you can, boys. Mate, I know my live viewers are waiting. I'm so aware. Let me quickly send it to the mentorship. Because sometimes when you send those personalised ones to the mentorship, some people see it that didn't see it before. Sorry. Alright, let me quickly go to signals announcements. Yeah, but that's October kicked off to a bang as well. Fucking hell, Mace. Why is Mace's profile on YouTube always so fucked? He's never doing a normal face, is he? If you look at Mace's announcements for the YouTube, just look at look at his face in it when it freezes on him. He's always doing some brazy face. Alright. Yo, J-Dub, what you saying? Everyone drop a like on the stream. Noticed a few faces have gone ghost. Yeah, bro, they're probably at work or school or something, though. But it's calm. Just got to keep building the team, boys. Keep growing the team, as we are. Who's getting in GU? A lot of people in the chat were telling me about GU. Who's getting in? Anyone getting in? Let me know. Let me know in the chat right now. Who's getting in this GU? See, a bag of man in the Discord talking about it. Loads of man in the Discord talking about it. This is GU. So, what's your views on EU, brother? EU. So EU's a bit of a tricky one, man. To be fair, all dollar pairs are a bit of a tricky one. I'll show you why. Because really, there's not a clear direction. The current leg we're in is a bullish one. So really, we're looking for this move here. We're looking for this leg to be retraced down to our order block, which is here. So a retracement down. Once we tap him, we're looking for price to go long. However, we're not overly confident on that just because the overall bias has been very bearish. The whole sentiment's been bearish. And then also, if we look at the actual liquidity, internal and external. So this low was broken. Right, we took that low, which actually broke us into a bearish leg on the daily. And we had this big fair value gap here, which we obviously inverted. So here, in order to break this low, we had to invert this fair value gap. So this fair value gap here, we did want to retest on it. We've now retapped into it. So this could just be obviously a break, retap, and then a continuation down. That's why what we're at right now is a bit kind of in the unknown. But to be honest, if I'm being brutally honest with you, man, you want to prioritize sells for the dollar right now, so therefore buys on EU or GU, just based on what we're seeing. It would be different if we'd have tapped into this order block, but we've just come a little bit short. So therefore, I'd probably say I'm 65% on this movement here, and I am probably 35 on this movement here, right? However, the fact that we haven't actually tapped us into our order block fully yet would put me more into a bit of a 50-50 bullish bearish, because we still got that added confidence. We could still go a bit more bearish just to break this, just to fully tap into the order block and then go long. So yeah, if anything right now, it's about 50-50, but to be fair, you gotta really accept what we're currently in, which is a bearish range. So I would say, if anything, I think we could come down a bit more first, to be fair. At the end of the day, we want to fully tap into this order block. That's just it. That's the main thing. We don't want to get induced. Remember, it's only Wednesday at 9 a.m. So this could be some fat inducement. There's no reason why it has to run now. Like, price could easily revisit this level. Come down, stop people out, tap into this order block, and then go long. That will be the ideal move, to be fair. But at the same time, a lot of people won't even care about that, and they'll just see it as this order block about to go long. So we'll see. We'll see how price ends up playing out. As I said, we've already caught a lovely 3.5R on this gold signal. So yeah, beautiful trade there. Yeah, so this one would have tapped in, this GU, if you wanted to get in on that. GU's probably, I mean, it is the weaker of the three. It is the weaker of the three. And I know that the current open for the London session has been weaker for the Euro, but out of the three, sorry, out of the two, it's definitely GU. We've got 94 man in here, nearly got 100 man. Let's go, let's keep pushing, boys. Get 100 man in here. We've got 20 man on the TikTok. It's calm, TikTok slow but steady. Popping, come on, Jesse. Morning, T. Pre the profit channel. Right, let's have a look at the profit channel. Let's have a look at the profit channel, boys. There's some profit coming in. There's some profit coming in. Let's go to the profits. All right. Let's see what you man could have won. So obviously, as we said, hang on, where is it? Send gold profit, signal traders. A few of them sent them a little bit before as well. So we got phase 1, 10k pass. That's that gold long. As you can see, that I think that was actually this one, which I talked about, and May's probably talked about this on the New York as well, about 2. So that's a gold long. That's so in the signal group so far. This morning we have got a phase 1, 10k being passed. We have got 3.5% in the first trade this month. We have got a 4.7 bags made on gold. We have got a little young Philly emote. We've got another person who caught that dub, JB. Another one, didn't send the profit but just sent the chart, calm. We've got another one, H2, 1.7 bags. You can see there's the confirmation of the trade. So lovely. This is Stu, 2.6 bags made and 2.1 bags made. Then we've got Jedi Barnett, which is 749 made. You can't really see that. $749 made. And then we've got Jay across 1 live account, 2 challenges and 1 verification. Fucking hell. 5.6 bags, 5.9 bags, 1.5 bags, and 2.8 bags. Lovely. JB as well. Again, here's his profit, and this is what he got. 3.8 bags. You can probably see that there. And he dropped a big boom. So I'm gonna little boom. Bosch, lovely, and then MH. This is another one of these. Just I don't know, another entry this month. Oh, no, I think it was the same one. Lovely, man. Lovely stuff to be seen. Whole signal chat's loving it. Let me just say to the boys. The live. Yeah, all in all, lovely trade for the morning. Lovely trade. Lovely trade. You in on EU? Nah, bro. Look, wow, that was the weirdest way of saying look. No, I'm not in on EU, bro. I'm not in on EU. EU could be quite nice, to be fair. If DXY decides to go for that second sweep. So if DXY decides to go for that second sweep to tap into that order block, then it could be really nice. But other than that, EU probably not going to tap in. GU obviously sitting at the entry. I mean, we've got an opportunity at CRT coming through as well, potentially. This was our external high. No, sorry, it's our prior day high. Yeah, we've got a chance of CRT coming through on the 4 hour and the daily. Obviously, the prior day high has been swept. I did just delete it, but you can see here the prior day high has been swept, which is a nice confluence. We want price just to really close below, though, or at least. I mean, we've wicked below it here, but again, we want 100 man in here. Let's go. I took 70% off mine, and I'm BE holding for $4,000. Let's go. Woo! Do 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 do. Woo! All right, let's go, chat. Gold running, lovely. Who's holding runners on this? I'm just gonna put this out there. If you're not in the mentorship, you are selling the bag. Not gonna lie, all man eating. Trust me, bro. Trust me, kids. USDCHF. I'll have a look at USDCHF in a sec, bro. What are we saying on EU or GU, though? What are people saying? Not really getting many opinions on EU or GU. You, man. Oh. So let me know what we're saying. We getting in? We staying out? What's going on? What's going on? Might as well long as we stretch out more before retracing. Yeah, what point do you need to hit? That's the only thing is that like... Mate, gold is honestly insane. Gold is honestly insane, bruv. Honestly insane. Like, just crazy how bullish this is. Crazy how bullish we are on gold. Crazy stuff. And these dailies are showing literally no point or no chance of retracing. Where was the entry in the wick? Normally if the entry's in the wick, you can typically just hold for whenever you want. If we're in a really bullish market. Let's have a look. Yeah, the entry was in the wick, Stu. Bear that in mind. So, the entry was in the downside wick of the day. Reason that is, obviously, chat, is below the DTO. So, it's going to be in the down wick. So, yeah, Stu, you could really just hold this. The only way that you're going to get stopped out on this is if price doesn't print bullish for the day. As long as price prints bullish for the day, you're going to stay in. So you literally may as well just close the trade when the day finishes. Just more DCA it is what I would do. But I mean... oh, you mean... I've got ya. You mean 4K on the chart. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. I thought you meant $4,000, like, profit for yourself. I was thinking that's unlike you, Stu, aiming for a monetary amount. But, yeah, no, that makes sense. 4 bags, yeah. Fucking hell. If that hits... Whew, if that 4 bag hits, that's crazy. Was rating it till you mentioned... Wait, yeah, I thought you meant 4 bags profits, Stu. Didn't know you meant price point. No messing from the fucking Hetmeister. What we saying, chat? What we saying on TikTok? 17 man in here, 1.5k likes. You man are double tapping the screen. Crazy. But with some reason not on the FYP. It doesn't let me put my camera on. If I click enhance... It doesn't let me, bro. I can't dual stream. I don't know why. And now I can't even get... Bro, why? Why can't I put my face in it? That's just so, like... Surely TikTok would want you to put your face in the live. Like, to make sure you're legit. You reacted so nicely from 50% of the IFEG. Let's have a look at that. Goldman Sachs have predicted beginning of the year gold to 4K. I know another man that predicted 4K. To be fair, he did say the end of last year. Or was it the end of this year? I can't actually remember. But Stu's been saying that as well, to be fair. I was thinking the same shit, Mongo. Is that a stop to BE from Stu there, lol? Wait, what do you mean, bro? Oh. Oh yeah, Stu. Is that a stop at break even from the Hetmeister General? The Hetmeister General. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. I'm going to go get a tissue. Any other pairs you're looking at, let me know. Yeah, if I missed any comments, I'll see them again. Hey, Lou, nice trade. Appreciate that, bro. Hey, Lou, what do you think of EU longs from DTO? I'll have a look at EU longs, potentially. EU, GU long setups according to the dollar. I'll have a look. Let me just quickly get a tissue. Let me get a tissue. That was 3,000. Oh, damn. Bro, the craziest thing about that is, when Stu said gold to $3,000 at the end of last year, it was like a massively out there shout. Like, it was obviously going in line with what the sentiment was, but it was still like, fucking hell, like, I know we're bullish on gold, but 3K, like, are you sure? And now, fucking hell, we're at 4. Bruv, do you know what's mad? Traders now, the OG gold traders know, remember, yeah, if it was above 2K, it was a strong gold. If it was below 2K, it was a weak gold. When gold was trading around 2K, mate, that was a simpler time. But I wouldn't go back for anything, I can't lie. Lou, you think it's a fun a bearish day because it needs to retrace into a daily? Yeah, bro, that's exactly what I think, Skull. Literally, bro. Exactly what I think. It was March last year. We was at 1,600. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even then it was like, fucking hell, are you sure? And now it's at like 4K. It's crazy stuff for gold. Who owns any gold? February Valentine's Day last year. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that just your favourite day? 50 min IFEG, Lou. Yeah, nice. We did tap into that nicely. Price is looking like it wants to come up though, man. It's the DXY. Let's mark out our fair value gaps. Again, we've got the battle of 2 FVGs right now. We want to see what gets respected and what gets disrespected. Bearish one there. Bullish one here. Only one can prevail. Who saw Liverpool get turned over? That just made everyone's like early week just nicer, didn't it? Seeing Liverpool get done is always nice. It's always funny as well, Liverpool, when they're in the Champions League and they don't get 20 penalties in 78 minutes at a time every game. So funny. They're just a shell of their team. Liverpool's the only team, yeah, where the 12th man ain't even the fans. The 12th man is just blatantly the ref. I'm glad everyone sees it, though. Didn't buy and hold, though, did I? Yeah, easier said than done, though. Easier said than done. Isn't that classed as a BPR? BPR more times than not. The bearish one wins. Yeah, I mean, sort of, but you got to think, right? It doesn't depend on this. This isn't the reason why it's going to go down, and this isn't the reason it's going to go up. This is just a means of which it's going up. The higher time frame defines which one of these is going to be correct. We're just sort of looking at the proof of that playing out. But yeah, it's got nothing to do with these two specifically. This is just a means to get there. The actual deciding reason is the higher time frame. So if you know the higher time frame, then yeah, that's what you need. And that's why the higher time frame we've got here is a little bit awkward. We've tapped into this imbalance really nicely, but not the order block. And I've seen these days before where it looks really nice for longs. A load of people get induced, and then we just come down, and then the next day is when we have that move. So I'm a bit cautious, and we did have that gold 3.5 RR secured. So that was a lovely bit of dough anyway. That's a payout secured. So really and truly, the members can just sit back and chill. To be fair, if you're in our signal group, boys, or PSG versus Barca are going to be insane today. Yeah, that's going to be a sick game, man. That's going to be a sick game, bruv. Score predictions on that. Score predictions on that. Score predictions on that. Pride of South London. Isaac Flop, bless. Proud Newcastle fan here. Not gonna lie. I don't like Newcastle. Newcastle's like out of the teams that I don't hate. Like I don't like them the most, if that makes sense. Like obviously you got Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, United. They're different because I actually really don't like them. But out of the teams I don't mind, Newcastle's definitely up there. 3-2 PSG. Fair play. 2-2. Barca win. 3-1 Barca. Don't know. It's going to definitely be a close game, man. It's going to be a sick game to watch. 30 game to watch. 30 game, lad. It's going to be a 30 game. So you hate us the most or least? No, like I don't hate you, but I dislike you the most. That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of in the Premier League, you got teams you hate, teams you don't like, teams you don't mind. You're top of the teams I don't like, but I don't hate you, man, because like it's not really that competitive between you, man. It's always a good fixture, though. Arsenal, Newcastle, always an entertaining fixture, man. We got some serious beef. I kind of rate it because both of us play scummy. I'll be real. Like we both played a game, and especially you man's fans. You man's fans really are a 12th, man. I know they gas at us, James is Parkinson, but it's true, man. Do you see how rattled the ref was? The ref was rattled after the first minute, mate. What teams do you hate? Chelsea. Can't stand Chelsea, man. Don't like Chelsea one bit. Can't say the word on here, the S word, but we're all thinking it. Starts with S, ends in M, rhymes with chum. That is Chelsea. That's the reason I don't like them. Just pure and utter. Tottenham, obviously. Tottenham, innit? I'm an Arsenal fan. Who else? Liverpool. I just don't like Liverpool. Their fans are just so annoying. None of them are from Liverpool. And they're all just annoying. United, I used to bare dislike United when I was in school because there was bare United fans in my school, but they're so bad now. It's not even anything to it. Up the Villa always slapping Arsenal, mate. You got your own problems to worry about. You got your own problems. City, I don't hate City because no one even supports them. Do you know like what's the maddest thing? The maddest thing that shows how small City are is the fact that Boovy guy. If you man know that guy Boovy, who does the fan channel things. If you man know that Boovy, the fact that guy has a job in the media, that guy is the most boring guy you will ever come across, yeah? But he's got a job in the media as a football sort of pundit. Just because City have no fans. Like if that guy was a Liverpool fan, Arsenal fan, United fan, Chelsea fan, he would never have a job in the media. But just because City have got no fans at all, he gets a job. You in this trade? No, bro. I was in gold this morning. In and out job. I don't want to massively hate on that Booby. That sounded quite peak. Basically said that he was stealing a living. But I'm just mocking his club. Nothing personal, Mr. Boovy. King of Sniper. Please stop inviting me, bro. How long have you traded? I've been trading for about 4.5, 5 years now, man. Really longer than that, to be fair. I forget how old I am. Fucking hell. Yeah, this one hasn't been signalled or anything like that, chap. We just got it marked out to look at what we're doing. As I said, if I had to choose anything, I would just about side with us coming down to here and then coming up. As I said, the higher time frame bias for me is almost 50-50. Very strong downside confluences, very strong upside confluences. I would be willing to take that buy had we have tapped into here. If we tapped into here, I would be willing because I would be like, you know what, a decent higher time frame bias and age liquidity, that's fine. But the fact we didn't tap in this tells me it's just an extra like 5% of a reason why we could come down again, which makes it more like 60% bearish, 40% bullish, which is just unlikely for me that we're then going to buy. However, I do still hope that anyone who does get in these shorts fucking absolutely creams it through. I'm hoping that you man can absolutely flood through, and I'm wrong, but we'll see. What's the crack with Richesse effect Poland trip? Yeah, we're I'm definitely doing that. We need to plan the not plan, but we're doing a. Oh yeah, cool. Let me everyone set the date free. Yeah, 1st of November. 1st of November. Set the date free. Yeah, we got the Richesse motive. We're gonna get the biggest Airbnb in the UK. Now we're gonna do something 30, but it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be quality. We're gonna get like an Airbnb that costs like I don't know, like 2 grand for a night or something. Just a massive manor, like a manor or a penthouse or something, just really sick. And then we're gonna get a load of stuff set up. We're gonna have DJs in there. We're gonna have people doing some speeches. For the community, we're gonna have loads of stuff. I'll be doing some speaking. Mace will be doing some speaking. Stu will be doing some speaking. Some members will be coming up there. We'll be doing, as I said, we'll have a DJ there, a sick DJ. We'll have drinks there, food there, everything there. It'll be a private event, so only our community allowed. And yeah, man, it's gonna be cold. So set the date free, man. The 1st. Set that date free. The 1st. Pair, bro. This is GU, brother. Can you check EU? I'll have a look. Is that going to SL? We don't know, bro. We don't know. I'm not in this trade personally. It's a nice position. It's just, I'll be real. The dollar right now is not clear. And I've been the first to say that the dollar's so clear for like 90% of this year. This is the first day of the month. It's just not that clear. We've got to bear that in mind. First day of the month, it does get a little bit 50-50. Actually, let's review the CRT on the monthly. Let's clean our chart completely quickly and have a look if we've got any monthly CRT. So we do actually have bullish monthly CRT on the DXY. We have bearish on GU. We have bearish on EU. Yen basket. We have bullish on the yen basket. Wow. And then we've got bullish on UJ. We're gonna have bearish on GJ. Bearish on bearish on UJ. So really interestingly, our pairs that have been notoriously really bearish now have bullish CRT with JPY. And the DXY, a pair that has been notoriously very bearish, has now got bullish CRT. So again, yen basket and dollar was very bearish. They've both got bullish CRT. So we could be seeing some very significant reversals coming through. Some very significant reversals, chat. That is very important to check your monthlies. So it's good that we remember to check that. And now we know. So maybe the 1st, today, tomorrow, Friday, you want to let it play out. But the 6th on Monday, wow, it's going to be lovely to trade. Next week, going to be beautiful. We've got monthly CRT and it's a reversal. So the RR is going to be crazy. Bearish on EU white. I'll show you on the DXY. So basically, whatever we see on the DXY, I'm assuming you man know this. DXY is basically the dollar on its own. So exactly whatever I say on the dollar is the opposite for EU and GU. So if we're bullish on here, we're bearish on EU and GU, right? So we've got this bullish leg and this bearish retracement. We've tapped into the fair value gap, so we basically want to see this next leg up, right? However, we are actually a little bit short of tapping into the order block, so we could have that last little grab into it and then the move. And equally, it could just be a move down off this fair value gap. Most likely is this. I think the most likely is this. As I said, I'm about 65% on this analysis and about 35% on this analysis. So I would be happy to assume that's enough for me to assume we're bullish. That's absolutely fine. So I will assume that we're bullish, which is bearish on EU and GU. However, I do think we could come down a little bit more to this order block. A little bit more, which just changes it up. So hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying. Is that making sense what I'm saying about the 65%, 35% thing? Guessing there's going to be no NFP figures, right? Yeah, is that confirmed yet or not? The government closed today too. Yeah, is that confirmed? Is that confirmed, chat? Where should I read about that? Where's the best source? It is, yes, thank you. Sweet, bro. You've got a daily order block, you're all right. Yeah, man, we just haven't tapped into it, though, on DXY or GU. EU is just about, but... I'm not going with dollar strength at all with this close down. Gold is evidence of money still moving to safe haven after that. I agree. And to be honest, chat, let me just show you because I don't think anyone's really seeing this on the dollar, so I'll show you this. I'm going to show you on another pair, just so you might know what I mean and why my higher time frame, regardless of fundamentals, would be looks a bit bearish anyway. I'm going to do it quick. Let me show you quick, right? So, the daily, right? So we had this fair value gap on the DXY. Now what you want to see, you want to see this, tap in and then run off, or invert it and then use it as a bounce zone to go lower. So let's see what happens. First of all, we're going to react off of it, or are we going to move down? Remember, if we move down, we want to see that type of movement. All right, you can see we're not reacting up of it. We are, in fact, rejecting, right? So we've rejected off of it. So now, as we said, now we've rejected it. What we wanted to see was that, a retap into it, and then that sell-off continuation. And you can see that is kind of what we've got right now. So if you look at the leg, external, and this internal was disrespected. So now our new leg in price is, interestingly, here to here, this bearish leg. And where is the internal for this leg? What is the internal for this leg? The internal liquidity for this leg is the previously inversed daily fair value gap. So that's a carryover. So a lot of you, man, probably haven't even seen an internal liquidity look like this before. But here we are. It's the inversed prior fair value gap we're retesting and then coming down. This order block's going to be the key. If we come lower than this order block, then it's pretty much very, very confirmed that we're going to be going short. But this is sort of the last chance saloon. We need to really buy up off this order block. And if not, then yeah, we are going to go lower. Also, if we go on the monthly, just to look at that CRT. It also makes it that little bit more difficult. If I show you that, with the market essentially telling us we should really trade up into here. So that's why the first few days of the month are always the hardest. After today and tomorrow, we'll know if this order block holds any relevance. If it does hold relevance, this is what I mean. As long as you know where you're at, it's fine. If it does hold relevance, that will be our move for the whole of the month, and that is all we'll be doing for the whole of the month. If it doesn't hold any relevance, then all we'll be doing the whole of the month is this right here. So either way, we know how to approach. Either way, we know how to approach, chat. Yeah, we did well to avoid that. Did well to avoid that long. Anyone getting that long? I didn't see really anyone in the chat saying they was getting in, so hopefully no one got in that. As I said, we had this gold this morning in the signals, and that was us done for the day, really. Just looking at potentials now. Yeah, as we said, EU could survive. If DXY wants to go for that extra grab, so if DXY wants to go tap into this order block, that's very possible. And that will probably allow EU to stay in. Because EU, for that rally, probably will be able to actually not stop loss. GU obviously won't because it's kind of strong right now. But yeah. Oh, mate, my nose. Ops on lithium, America. I don't know if that's a serious question about lithium mining in America. I personally think it's pointless. It's very pointless. Very, very pointless. It's going to cause exceptionally long-term damage. And it's really not going to go how they want. Lithium production is done predominantly in Africa. And America's approach is basically, fuck you, Africa. We've been ripping you off for years. But we're going to say that you're ripping us off. So we're just not going to be mining there anymore. We're going to do lithium mining in the US. And what that's allowed is that the BRICS nations, so Russia and all those type of countries that are America's ops, have been like, oh, what? So you're going to leave Africa? Okay, then, Africa. We're your friend. I promise you, we're your friend. We're your friend. We're your friend. And then, yeah, now they get all the lithium, which is obviously not good because China now has access to all the cheapest and best lithium. And plus, all of these nations are corrupt nations, just like Africa. So Russia, China, all these places don't really have fair elections. So it's not going to be fair. And as much as it wasn't fair before, the corruption's just going to be just like undeniable. So yeah, lithium in US, I think it's a stupid turn. US should focus on US, bro. It's just stupid. Like, come on. US has probably got one of the smartest people in the world. US is probably up there, and I know we all say Americans are stupid, which they are. Like, they are very, very thick. But if we're talking about like your average educated American who goes to university or whatever, these guys are very, very clever. Why are they trying to mine lithium? Right, let me read my chat real quick because there's a lot of chat. There's a lot of chats that I need to read. So yeah, the EU short will be here. As I said, I'd be careful. Okay, violation. All right, boys, I got restricted. Everyone, follow me. I'ma restart the live. Everyone, follow me. I'ma restart the live. Follow me. I'ma restart the live. I got a restriction. This looks like it could be tapping in as well. I'm just going to read my YouTube chat. By the way, guys, I'm live on YouTube. My YouTube's there. Richesse FX. Watch this with these likes go up. Boom. 100 man on the YouTube right now. Chat popping off. Full screen and face cam. Everyone drop a follow, chat. I just got a violation, so I'm going to restart the live. So follow me so you don't lose out on my page. Everyone follow. I'm restarting now, boys. Sweet. Just as I was getting like 55 man in it. Oh my days. Is that Nonny Madwakey, bruv? Oh no, it's not. Better look like Nonny Madwakey followed me. Alright, reset. I had to reset that live. Got a vial. Hang on, let me quickly. I got a violation for calling the US president an idiot. Like, really? Really? Alright, let me read these chats because you might have been going off on the fucking chat. Alright, cool, let's see. Last shutdown was 6 years ago when Trump was in power. Does anyone else feel like that 6 years ago felt like 3 years ago? That last shutdown. I remember that last shutdown. And I weren't even 18. So USD was bearish. Yeah, C-strokes. Even government agencies, FBI, etc. As of October 1st, 2025, US federal government has shut down due to Congress failing to pass a funding bill. That's crazy. That's the first I've heard about it. The government shut down. This happened 22 days in 2018. Sam, I can't lie back then. I was in a sense, I was gambling on oil at that point. Does this mean USD will be bearish again? That's basically the sentiment, yeah. As I said, boys, the Trump sentiment's a Trump sentiment. Like, keep it, like, with elections, you got to look at this shit long term. If the market has been bearish for 10 months of Trump's first presidency, what do you think the sentiment is behind Trump's policies? A bearish dollar. It's not been a coincidence that we've been bearish for 10 months since he's been in charge. Like, it's really not. Nonny wants to learn ALG. Bro, he don't even need to learn ALG, man. He just needs to get on that right wing and keep doing his thing, bro. What a player. What a player, Nonny Madwakey. Alright, welcome back to the live, everyone on TikTok. Everyone drop a like on the stream if you can, boys. It helps out the live. Appreciate that, Nikos. Bro, this guy. Hang on, James. Hang on, James. Hang on, James. Nah. Bro, this guy, James. I'm on to you, brother. I'm on to you, FX James. I'm in your Discord, and I get notifications. And I know you watch me. Oh, bro, I'm not going to lie, James. You best not be. You know what I'm talking about. You best not be. You best not be, James, innit? I think better of you than to do that, but you best not be. We can just say that. Did you say Liverpool? Yeah, I see Liverpool get clapped yesterday. To be fair, they lost 1-0. But yeah, see Liverpool lost. To be fair, lucky it weren't the Prem, bro. He would have never have given that pen against them. Never would have given a pen. Yeah, I use Nutmeg for stocks and shares. My stocks and shares ISA and free trade for my own stocks I buy. I just do it through my bank. I bet 20 bags in one the other day. I've got 2 now with 20 bags in. But you can only have 20 bags per account, per bank in a ISA. Or the one I've put them in, anyway. Man, yeah, bro, yeah, Stu. Well, the thing is, yeah, remember when I sent that GJ signal that was like a 10-1? Let me see if I still got it drawn. He had that in his chat as well, with the exact same entry, exact same TP, exact same stop loss. And I had that on live, and I obviously sent it into the signals. And now he's also had this gold one. So the last one I saw was my GJ long and Mace's gold long. So it's like, what is going on here, James? But yeah, I'll trust that he ain't, because he's a good trader. So I hope not. That would be a privilege, chat. I watched James when I was learning to trade. Now he watches me. How crazy is that? Big him up though, innit? I'm not accusing him of nothing. You have more than 20k. It's just you can have more than 20k. It's just 20k tax free per year. Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why we doing it, bro. That's why we doing it. Just lost 3%. How, bro? On GU? Why would you going for shorts? Fucking hell. And that's the only reason why I'm doing it, because it's tax free. But yeah, you could. Yeah, I'll be real, boys. I've got one in my mum's account. Can you? Cause I don't know. Is it per? I think it's per person, or is it per bank? I'm pretty sure it is per person, because the person that told me to do it just said, yeah, so he just said send your mum 20 bags and she can do the same thing on your behalf. So I don't know. But yeah, I pay all my tax anyway. You got to pay all your tax. Wish I was not a pussy and went long on Jer 30. Alright, DXY is tapping in nicely now. Filled that 5-minute fair value gap, lovely. That is bloody lovely. That is bloody lovely. You can have different charts, but you can only get the 20 year. Yeah, that's the one I'm on. Oh. DXY, look, the momentum's lovely. Law of effort, if you men know about law of effort. So to make from the low to the high, 30 minutes. From the high back to the low, 55. So we call that sprint and recovery. Sprint and recovery. Sprint. So yeah, it was just EU, man. This is the one. This is the fair value gap we really want to tap in. And don't know if we actually will now, though. GU, let's see if there's any way we can look for another GU entry. I mean, it's gonna have to be on the 1 minute, innit? It just is. Yeah, we're gonna have to go 1 minute-ville. 1 minute-ville for GU. So let's see if this 1 minute breaks. We'll be able to track the DXY pretty calmly anyway, so we'll see. We'll sit on the 1 minute for a few minutes, boys. See if we do get any type of downward confirmation. As I said, your best bet is getting in the signals, man, and the mentorship. So you are live at 6 a.m, boys. 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. We're live with our members in the Discord every single day, breaking down the market, letting you know what we're looking at. You, man, seeing that Yanamai's doc he's done on DMO. Yeah, man. I ain't seen it, but I've seen clips of it. Yeah, send that GU send that Jer 30 long insta. I'll have a look at it. Still, I went long, defo paying off. Lovely, Dylan. EU don't run without me. Yeah, we're tracking the order flow right now. We can see we're reacting off bearish fair value gaps and moving down. So if that continues, then we know what the direction order flow is heading in. EU eats ass confirmed. Wow. Yanni being paid for that vid. To be fair, like, them videos is just so stupid. They're not stupid. Like, big up to Yanni for doing it, but it's like, does it take a genius? Does it take a genius to work it out? What does it make DMO look, good or bad? DMO just needs to realise there's no such thing as a free meal. Oh shit, I've got 19 unread comments. Sorry, boys. Just join what you're looking at. This is GBP USD, brother. Oh, per person, yeah. Risk 2% unfunded pips. Slip me like, oh man, yeah, you should get with ACG account, man. By the way, we're still doing, if anyone gets an Alpha Capital Group account, the best prop firm in the UK, ACG, use code Richesse at checkout, you're going to get 20% off. Or 15, something like that. So on a 200k, that's about £150 off, which is lovely. Made DMO look good. Oh, yeah. Really? What? It was to make DMO look good? Really? Should we react to this? Should we react to this doc, chat? Should we react to this doc? Am I allowed to do that on YouTube? I don't know if I'm allowed to react to stuff on YouTube. Let's have a look. DMO. Exposing the biggest online trader. Okay, chill. But anyway.
Me and my team have been undercover in one of the biggest trading groups with over 50,000 members. I invested £10,000 and told my team to document their journey, whether they make profit, hey yo, or lose money. And when we're done, I'm going to fly to Dubai to confront the owner. There's just one problem. The guy who owns this group happens to be a friend of mine, and he has no idea that I'm shooting this video. Now let me explain. If I ever mention his name and see him with him, or I tag him in a post, I get bombarded with messages, all saying one word: scammer. But it wasn't long after I started trading that I discovered exactly where the scam was. I lost my whole account just now. Scam.
Whoa, look at the RR. Whoa. Whoa! He looks like he's crying. He looks like he's crying. Bro, man took a... This is what I'm talking about. This is risk to reward, chat. If there's any noobs in here, this is why risk to reward matters. So let me give you an example, right? This guy's risk to reward is 0.1 R, right? Which means if he risks £1, he makes 10p. So, for example, here, you can see, if he risks 2.5 grand, he'll make £200. That is terrible. That means 10 losses. 10 wins, 1 loss, and you're cooked. You know what I mean? You can never lose. You're finished. Difference between that and this gold trade. So still gold. This gold trade, you can see, we use good risk to reward, right? So, you can see, risk to reward ratio, 3.53 to 1. Meaning, like DMO, or like this guy, Yanni, if you risk 2 bags with this trade, you would make 3.5 times that. So if you risk 2 bags on our trade, you would make basically what? 7 grand, 6.5 grand, 7 grand, something like that. Whereas if you risk 2.5 grand on his trade, you make $200. So that is the equivalent, basically, chat, of CRTPs up here. That means our risk is small, a small amount of risk, and our reward is very big, right? That's how trading is done. This guy's like this. Watch that number. His is 0.01. So, look at that. Look how much profit he's caught. He's caught this much profit. Like, anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. It's essentially spinning the roulette machine 10 times and you've got to be right once. This is like equivalent of spinning the roulette machine I don't know. What's the equivalent? Yeah, this is the equivalent of spinning the roulette machine 10 times and you've got to be right 7 times. So, like, if you're wondering what the probabilities are of actually being able to blag it. So, yeah, his way is just blaggable. Our way is impossible to blag.
Hold on, campus now. He scammed me.
lost £1,152.
So what you're seeing here is our money get drained from our account. So when we had a sit down, I applied full pressure with every question. But you're telling me you're not a trader, but you're on the FCA register.
And you're right.
I'm asking you this question on camera. Do you make money when someone loses on a trade? Could have been a different conversation.
It's a lie.
Right? Ain't a lie.
It's a lie. Lie. He does make money when people lose. To be fair, he makes money when people win as well. So it doesn't really matter. But it's like, bruv, just learn how a broker works. Chat. I don't actually have to explain this to any of you lot because you lot know what you're talking about anyway. But yeah, he earns money when you win or when you lose, right? The broker gets commission. So essentially, right, just watch this video, yeah? Watch this video. Hang on. Just let me quickly show you. Let me quickly show you this video. Let me show you this video. Let me show you this video. This is my video, so don't worry, it's not going to be AIDS. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Right, this segment here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hang on. Gets 100% match deposit from his T4 broker. He wins money when you sign up / win and lose. Yeah, so this is... If you see this, right? So I'm not going to play the video, but you can just read this, right? It says, 1-to-1 is never truly 1-to-1 due to commissions and spreads. Broker takes a commission every time you close a trade. This is essentially your payment for their service. So when you're using their app, their MetaTrader app, their payment for using that app is every time you close a trade, the broker takes commission every time, right? And that commission and spread, whatever, that commission is split between the broker and DMO or whoever it is. And also they get a sign-up bonus, but you man probably already know that. But yeah, so every time they close a trade, it's called lot size rebates. And it's just a way to price it in. They'll say it's not, it's just on how many lots it's just a priced-in version of commission, that's all it is. So let's continue with the video.
You should not be doing it. I'll be straight, and I don't know if you like this or not. Find me somebody else who's in this game and put them in the hot seat like you just did for me.
Bro, I've put me in the hot seat.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I met the real brains behind the whole operation. AJ, so if you've seen this video...
Alright, we've got to change the character now. We have got to change the character. We've got to change the character on GU. I signed up for his broker though. Well done, bro. You just gave him like, I don't know, like a mile of petrol or some shit. I don't know. Guy just drives about all the time, doesn't he? That's like his thing. But yeah, right. So we've got that changed character. We can see the mitigation as well. That's my code, by the way, for ACG. You can see the mitigation. So we've mitigated a bearish fair value gap and broke the low. So now we're looking for price to fill this fair value gap and then continue down. So what you'd really be looking for would be seven pip stop, same as it was prior. And then again, I'd really aim for the DTO here, but you can aim for lower. But yeah, it's a 5-to-1 at the DTO. That's what I would do for this one. Now that we've got the change of character. Let's have a look at DXY. Yeah, so DXY as well, you can see what's going on. We filled that 5 minute. And we've had that nice reaction. Even if we go on the 1 minute of this, we can see we've had a change of character off the bat. So yeah, we're just really going to be mitigating something within this and then continuing again. So hopefully we get that little retracement, which will tap in GU, and then we can continue in that direction. So yeah, pretty nice for the pound. We're just waiting for the pound to rally up a little bit more. Bro, can you move your camera so it's not blocking the time frame? I like it the best in the top right though, but because it kind of blocks price action when it's there. I can have it here if you man want. Yeah, by the way, chat, I'm live on YouTube as well. If you want to go tune in, see my full face cam and full chart and all the rest of it, you can tune in. Alright, so continue.
It means I have results worth sharing. Now, I've known DMO since he was just a DJ doing mixes in his living room. But it's seeing them go from this
Domino's pizza, Domino's pizza, Domino's pizza.
to this.
I just made £8,000 in literally 60 seconds. I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. Watch this.
Makes me understand why people would think there has to be something dodgy going on. And to be clear, I've never once reposted, shared the link, or supported any time he's promoted his trading groups online. This video is not sponsored, and I'm doing this solely to answer the questions that I get asked all the time. Whether I think this is a scam or not. And everything you're about to see here is based off my
It is a scam.
own research. Because I'm just like you. There's only so many times a week I can see videos like this before I start asking questions.
Would you guys say, cool, would you guys say being missold a product is a scam? Would you guys say that? Would you man say being missold a product, does that count as a scam? If someone's intentionally withholding information from you?
£49,000 profit since Monday, £117,000 profit.
Then I had an idea. So I updated the guys on my plan. We're going to see.
Swear that's illegal. Yeah, bro.
This thing is.
Yes, luxury watch dealer says yes.
Their accounts. If they make money,
Wait, bro, can you go over how the pairs link again? Yeah, so quickly, so DXY, this is a dollar on its own. DXY, this is a dollar index, US dollar index. So essentially, right, you got two pairs. You got your base pair and your comparison pair. So GU, GBP, excuse the terrible handwriting, GBP, USD. So this right here, this is the US dollar. This is the US dollar index. So if this goes up, that means the US dollar side goes up, which means the pound is weaker in comparison. So therefore, the pair will go down. So what it basically means is they have an inverse relationship, right? So if the DXY is going up, EU, GU, AU, all of these pairs are going to go down. They move opposite to each other because the US dollar is typically the second pair.
So I sent them all the
Yo, hang on. What was that guy's name?
If they make
Sorry, who? Yo, why did I just see?
money, I'll split the profit with them. And if they lose it, I'll take it.
Look at that guy's name. That guy, best hope he's black, or that is a very risque first name.
So I sent them all the amount based on what I believe their age groups could afford. Andreas represents the 18 plus, so I sent him £500. Sai represents the 30 plus, and I sent him £2,000. And Gus represents the 40 plus, and I sent him £5,000. And if you didn't know anything about trading, don't worry, neither did we. So when it came to setting up our account, this felt like a different language to us.
This is not a good start.
Even though they had video tutorials and written explainers, it just wasn't sinking in.
That is your own fault, bro. Like, have you never set up anything before? Have you made a Netflix account? Like, holy crap. Guys, like, I get it, it's an expose, but bro, download MetaTrader, click create account, or just go on the broker and click create account. It's like, this isn't rocket science, guys. Come on. Look at this. Bruv. Bruv, it says username and password, bro. This guy, your face should not be looking at that, like looking like that if you're trying to set up a MetaTrader account. Like, come on, guys, give over, man. Give over for that part. You gotta take some responsibility for that. That's Gus. Yeah, I need a cameraman. Oh, cheese.
By the end of day one, everyone had signed up. And what's interesting is,
I can answer your whole day.
the minute you put your money in.
See, I've got the money in the account, finally.
Hey, yo! Okay.
I might even just cash out now.
But as fate would have it, the day after we sign up, there's a message in the Telegram saying it's AJ's birthday and he's taking some time off for the next couple of days. So it wasn't until day 5 that we finally got our first trade. Now, anyone who's been interested in trading...
Alright, let's see, chat. The first trade's coming through. First trade's coming through.
Time to buy or sell a trade. For instance, this is one of the signals we received in DMO's...
Alright, let's have a look at the risk reward on this. This is pretty much a one-to-one wrap. So let's analyze. Let me pause it on this.
Or sell a trade. For instance, this
All right. So he said sell now. We can actually look at the exact day. What day was this?
now,
August 12th. All right. August 12th at 1:30. Bang on the dot. Was there news that day? Oh, okay. August. That was ages ago. All right. August. Was it the 12th, chat? August the 12th it was, wasn't it? August the 12th. Here we go. And, right. It was at 1:30. Bang on the dot. So let's go on the 30-minute time frame. Was it August 12th? Yeah. August 12th at 1:30. This is August 12th. Where is 1:30? Alright, let's skip to 1:30. Alright, where are we now? August 12th. We're at 10. 1:30. So it was news, by the way. Alright, and he said, gold sell now at 1:30 on the dot. So 1:30 on the dot, price was there. Bear in mind. At 1:30 on the dot, which is 3339. He said it was 3350, which is laughable. You can see 1:30. 1:30. So he's claiming you would have got in at an ridiculous price, chat. Ridiculous price. Yeah, his stop loss was 6.2. Yeah, so we already can see what he's doing. We can already see what this guy's doing. So his stop loss is there, and his TP is at 4.3. So his TP's higher than the... Fuck. His entry was here, and his TP... Oh my god! 36 was his TP. Oh my god, bro. People actually following this, Brez. So the risk reward is still nearly lost. Deep that. So yeah, by the way, chat, if you was to put £100 on this trade and it won, you'd win £16. If you was to put £1,000 on this trade, you'd win £160. Just terrible. Just utterly terrible. And obviously it won. But like, this is the point, right? So you would have won, and this is what he's going to say, right? So he would have won 160 quid. If you put £1,000 on it, he would have won 160 quid. However, if it went against him and he lost, he would have lost £1,000, which would have been 10 wins worth of profits, all gone in 1L. So yeah, that's just an all-round terrible trade. The RR is disgustingly bad. Again, I'm going to refer back to the trade we sent this morning. Got to go up a bit. Gold's gone up since then. And ours, so you can see, his was 0.16 RR. Ours is 3.53 RR, meaning if you risked £100, you would win £350. So that means 3 losses equals 1 win. So you can lose 3 times and win once with our trades, and you'll still be up. With DMOs, you'll have to win 11 times and lose once, and your whole account's gone. Cooked. So that's the trade that we just drew out. This trade here. So let's see how he approaches it.
And you just copy and paste the details where it needs to go in the trading app, then press buy or sell depending on what you've been advised. There are some other parameters that are important as well, but I'll talk about those later. Now, as you can see, this signal was sent at 1:30 PM. Andreas got in the trade at 1:36 and instantly started to make profit.
I'm already
How?
up £9. Well, I'm down to 5 now, but it's going good. It's going good.
Gus was out getting lunch and missed the message, so he didn't get in until 1:55.
It's done. It's on a minus at the moment, so...
He got a better entry than everyone else.
Later, the boys all checked in to see how they were doing.
So, obviously that's Andreas, that's Si, and then that's me.
Yeah, this is DMO's group. Yeah. And we're reviewing his group. GU tagged me. Let's have a look at GU. Alright, GU's tagged. What's the time? Just outside of the kill zone, chat. I'm not going to lie. Let's see how this one plays, though. Why not? Hopefully I don't get taken down. You, man, everyone double tap on TikTok, because I don't want to get taken down for like reacting to what I'm reacting to. So everyone double tap, boys. Let's get a couple K in here. We'll continue to review this guy. Yeah, I'm all good, Paul. Hope you're good as well. And you can tune in on YouTube as well. You got my face cam and full chart on the screen. Richesse Effects, YouTube's right there, boys. This is running nice initially.
Yeah, that's the well, that's my fucking trade, yeah. You just hit it.
The 12th was when they said they're taking time off. Oh, the 12th was when they was taking time off. Oh.
You can see it's like different for each balance. Like, so I got double what I got, you got double what I got.
Yeah.
So everyone's made their first trade and their accounts are in profit. £12.64, £25.69 and £72.57. Not bad for 30 seconds work.
A Bing calculator. Why do I feel like this ain't even going to work just because it's Bing? Let's see what percent that was. 72.57 divided by the account balance, which is 5 grand, divided by 5 bags, equals times 100. 1.5% he made off that trade.
Just copying and pasting some.
And I don't know how much they risked, but it would have been way more than that. About 10% they would have risked.
Way off what DMO was promoting. It doesn't look like anybody buying Hypercar today. But then, over the next few days, something interesting happened. After seeing how simple it was to make us a little bit of money, myself, Andreas and Si became a lot more confident in making our own trades.
Cool, so trades come in. I've upped everything by a little bit. I've put 1 to 7.6. I've put
Bro, this is the guy that convinced them. What's this guy's ethnicity again? I can't remember. Is it Bengali? I think it is Bengali. Bro, I don't know what it is about you Bengalis, but you are the dark horse of the Asian community, yeah? Asians are typically the most disciplined people on the planet. Any Asian I've met in trading has been so disciplined, such a good trader. For some reason, I think he's Bengali. These guys, bro, these man drink, these man gamble, bro, it's crazy. These guys are the dark horses, I'm telling you. You got to watch out for them, boys. You got to watch out. Shout out Mardy, if you're in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. I'm looking at you.
might take profits slightly higher as well. So
But they're fucking such funny people as well. See, this guy will be more disciplined, I guarantee it.
I used to trade that well. So I've been doing like my own trade, self-trading.
We'll make our own sense of the chart, placing extra
You still
trades
trading? Yeah, bro. Yeah, Logan. Cool, brother.
anything to see those blue numbers, no matter how big or small.
Bring your phone here, bring your phone out. Oh, you're right, okay, cool. He's gonna be better than what the Telegram said because he waited.
You've got to be on it. If you're doing this, you've got to be on it.
Now this number you see at the top is called your lot size. So when a trade came in on the group, we made this number bigger, which meant we would see more profits. Where I should have been trading...
AJ was on holiday, so they traded themselves. So you fluffed it. Yeah, lie. They can't say shit if this is the point. Then.
at 0.1,
Who's in GU, chat? Who's in GU?
than they recommended. Even Gus got involved and traded at we would see more profits. Where I should have been trading at 0.1, I was trading at 3, which is 30 times larger than they recommended.
Oh my days, bro.
Traded at a 1 instead of a 0.1.
Grown man, by the way.
We know what they say about what goes up. So what you're seeing here is our money get drained from our account by the second. It just gets lower and lower and lower until I lost my whole account.
Here's a great example of if you treat trading like gambling, you'll get burned, and that's what I did. There's my account.
Oh, so it was all his. So you fucked it yourself. You can't say shit to DMO then. Well, I mean, DMO's trade was trash, but still. yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I got someone in my YouTube chat just said I risked 3 lots today on 100k. Do you know what I mean? Man done 3 gold lots on a 5k account. Brer is lost his head. What style is this they are using? That's called losing money, bro. We're trading the Asia liquidity grab strategy right here, though, brother. We basically wait for the Asia high to be swept, and then we look for price to trade down into the Asia low after seeing certain confirmations. So that's the move we're looking for. So it was your own fault then, you silly boy.
My stop traded too much.
Your lot size was too big.
My lot size was too big, and there's a great. You're out as well.
Yeah, no.
And what was your lot size though? 1.5.
Yeah.
Which and what they tell you to do? 0.8.
Yeah, you don't listen to the advice, you get excited, you get
Bruv, if I was Yanni, I'd be vexed. I'd be like, bruv, I sent you dough to do this video and you've just traded it away on your own and blown it. Like, oh, look who it is as well. Look who it is as well. Who would have thought?
money. So
How much did you lose?
Look at the grin on his face as well. I know that grin. Look at the grin. Look at the difference between Yanni's face. And look at the little grin. He's ready to go again, bruv. Yanni's like, oh, L. He's ready to go again. Look at his face.
1,152.
He's ready to go again, bruv.
And you started 2,000. So Gus listens, and he still lost, but at least he can still trade. Whereas I'm fully out, and you're down, and you're fully out.
You're minus 60. I don't know what that means. I'm minus
And
55.
AJ does say manage your losses, your risk assessment, all that stuff. We just listen.
Do you know what? I'm going to buy myself back in, but
That's the guy.
no. But there is the exact point I'm saying about I got scammed.
Yeah.
That's where you got to find a balance. Did he scam you, or did you mess up? You messed up. So from my initial 10,000 investment, 2 accounts have been fully wiped out. One is in a critical state and the other is slightly wounded. I already wasn't happy about that, and then a couple of
Slightly, that's more than slightly wounded, bro. You're 20% down. The best traders, like, the S&P, it would take the S&P, like, if you was to put that money in the S&P, it would take it 3 years to get that back. It's not a small amount to be down percent-wise, but anyway.
days later,
That guy looks like is that the guy from TGF? Or what's it called? TGF? TGF, is it?
my son comes in and tells me this.
DMO's just put something crazy in the Telegram. He just made 45 grand. In the trade that we came out on the first TP at, he made 45k.
Yeah, it's GU, bro. My Discord's here, bro. Discord.gg. We've got the best Discord in the UK, brother. The biggest and fastest growing in the UK. Discord.gg/RichesseFX, where we trade properly, bro. Just type that into browser and make sure you've got the Discord app. It's the only Discord you want to be, man. Only place you want to be talking about trading. Discord's better than Telegram as well. Telegram's not a community. Discord's a community. On our chat, you can talk, you can share charts, you can share profits. You can open a ticket to ask us questions. We got streams on there, everything on there. It's an actual community. If I go to profits this morning, right, I just said say hi to the stream. Wait, let's see if anyone said anything. This is our signal chat. Does it look like people are upset? Does it look by the gifts that anyone's upset? Hang on. Doesn't look like anyone's upset. Lovely. Certificate passed. Jim Bob, a trader passed. Lovely. Guys giving big booms. Yeah, golden. Man's got a Patrice Evra. Yeah, big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone. If we go to profits as well. Again, the amount of people that made dough off of this gold trade was just insane. Crazy money being made. This is all today, by the way, all from this gold long that was sent in as a signal. This guy absolutely cooked. This guy made 5 bags here, 5 bags there, 1.5 there, and 3 bags there. 7 bills there. You can't really see that. That's 2.6 from Stu. 2.1 on another account. That's a payout of 1.7k. Yeah, more profits there, 4.8k. I won't bore you with any more. But yeah, as you can see, loads of profit being made. And this was off this gold trade here that was sent in. I'll show you again if we go on gold signals. Lovely trade. So that was, as you can see, gold buy limit. We give 1 entry, 1 stop loss, 1 TP. There it was. You can see the position was sent in at 7.47. If we go to gold, go down to the 1 minute. Let's see when it was tapped in. So 7.47 is when it was sent. Let's draw a line on the chart for that. So it was sent at that point here. 7.47. We set the limit. You can see it tapped into the limit very shortly after. Came down, tapped us in, and then ran straight up to TP for that full TP 3.5R. So if you want to get in the Signal group, Discord's there, boys. Discord is there on the right. Get in, go to upgrade, and go to Signals. Quickly show you. So when you join the Discord, you'll be let straight in, and then just go here to full access. Oh, mate, Owen, please, bro, I can't. Discord's pinned in the chat, boys. Oh, copy that in browser. Go full access, Signals, and then just come onto here, boys, and wait till you see that link. Here's a trade I had last week. A few trades we had last week, to be fair. But yeah, just go to upgrade here, click that link, and you can get into Signals.
4, 4, 18 and 18. So I started going through the Telegram group and I noticed something on one of the screenshots, something that gave DMO an advantage over all of us.
He's got
The Telegram is
200
where
bags in
everything
his
happens.
account.
That's where our signals get sent to, where you can speak to all the other people who have signed up, you can ask questions, get help, advice, etc. Think of it like a big WhatsApp group with lots of little groups inside of it. There's loads. There's the Money Club, Crypto Investment Plan, Gold Groups. Top team is where like you have your personal one-to-ones. In the Money Club, you've got loads of different things here. Flex your profits. This is where people are flexing their profits. Can you imagine? So this guy's covered loads of stuff. That's he made 200.
No way. No way, bruv. Why even post it, bro? We know what you're covering. And do you know what? Do you know how we can prove it, yeah? He's left a little corner of blue to trick everyone into thinking that all these are blue. No, we know that was a little blue that you've covered to trick us. We know your game, mate. You're down.
£10. This guy's made £296. Cheers, AJ. First decent profit within my first week. Wow, this guy's trading with big money, 200,000. Damn. Wasn't on my phone for the first TP1 message, but closed now. Thanks, AJ. There you go, £60.91. Balance £58.54. So you don't have to have massive balances. So these are nice. So that you got £4.20.
See if we can get a confirmation break on GU.
£10 win, £10 win, £10 win. I've got like £8 win, 1,000.
Capture keeps failing me. Send me a message, bro. By the way, if you join my Discord, I'll never message you first, boys, and I'll never ask for money in crypto. So you might get some fake accounts DM you. Be careful. Yeah, just send me a message, bro. My name on there is Louis. My name will be in gold. You should see me. Just drop me a message. But yeah, as I said, be careful because you'll get fake accounts and me message you. So be very careful. Just message me first. I won't message you first, ever.
What I'm seeing here, you've got people that are making big money, like a DMO, and you've got people that are happy making small amounts of money, which is great. There is message after message after message. Look at this. That's just August. Community setup, new announcements, AJ admin help, motors chat, crypto chat, members rewards, gaming chat. Apparently, DMO does a lot of competitions in this group as well. He's flying out 2 people to Dubai, and he's announced the winners. One is Jamie Ford, and the other guy is Royston. I want to actually see them, so we're going to try and fly at the same time.
Imagine it's T. Royston. He's in our chat as well.
Anyway, that's what we're going to try and do. So in the next few days, we flew out to meet him because I needed...
Hey man, are there any exhibitions or conferences you'd recommend for traders to attend in the UK? We are doing a private event on the 1st of November, bro. The Richesse event, which is going to be unreal. We're going to get massive townhouse or Airbnb, something like that costs grands a night. We're going to get DJs in. We're going to have some speakers. I'm going to be speaking. A few other people are going to be speaking. We're going to have food, booze, chicks, DJ. It's going to be 30. And obviously it's based around networking and trading completely. So yeah, man, get in our community, bro. Get involved, and hopefully I'll see you there, brother.
Answers to some very important questions. But while we're sat waiting for him to arrive, we've met a couple who had just moved to Dubai, and they also had signed up. Have you made money?
I have. I've made money and lost money. Lost money because of my own fault. Over-risking, self-trading, not knowing what I'm doing, basically.
Do you trade as well?
Yeah.
What, do you have separate
accounts.
subscriptions,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you know about trading before?
No, first-time traders.
So how long have you been doing it now?
6 months, I'll say.
Can I ask how much money you put in initially?
Initially, I went with £500.
Okay.
Lost it on the same day.
So when you lost it the same day, in your head, we like, it's a scam.
Fuck's sake. Bro, these people are just too stereotypical, innit? I did go with £500, which I lost in the same day.
No. Why? It was my own fault.
We knew it.
I was self-trading. I thought, I can make a lot more.
Yeah.
So I call it gambling. You're
Bar
gambling.
the signals, I just went in solo.
So you lost the £500 and then thought, I'm going to go back in. And then?
Went in, Done it again.
What, you lost again?
Yes.
So we're now £1,000 down.
Yeah. Third time.
Yeah.
Done it again.
You lost again.
Lost it again.
I'm trying to make sense here. So you're £1,500 out. You're winning 3 different times. You've lost your money 3 times.
4 times.
4 times.
We've both done it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 2 grand. So you're 2 grand down now.
4 grand.
I can't watch this anymore.
Okay, this is a great example of how not to do it.
Am I right to say no stop loss to be on the ALG traders? It's based from the IFG. Yeah, bro, 100%, 100%. Even stop loss to break even's bad psychology anyway. Once you're in our community, you'll realise how bad it is to move your stop loss to break even. Nothing good can come of it long term. Read a book called The Best Loser Wins. I really recommend anyone who moves stop loss at break even, read Best Loser Wins. You'll never do it again. You'll be educated by a very, very good trader, and he'll break it down for you better than I could. New people coming into trading need to do more research than just jump into an account, especially using their own capital. Yeah, people have got themselves to blame. Like, people need a bit more common sense. Like, I do sort of agree with that. But then again, man, you can see why people get drawn in. It's like, yeah, I can see why people are getting drawn in. But anyway, boys, I might jump off now anyway. If anyone's trying to get into the Signal group, just drop me a message. As I said, lovely 3R on this, 3.5R, sorry, on this gold this morning. Starting off October on a profitable note. Again, aiming for that next profitable month, which of course we will get. But anyway, boys, big up to everyone who tuned in today. Best community in the game. We're going to have Mace live at 1:30 on YouTube. I don't think, chat, we're going to be live on TikTok at 1:30. So if you want to tune into the New York stream, it won't be me. It will be my co-host, MMFX. Get over to the YouTube, boys, and we'll be over there. Richesse FX. Screenshot now so you can get him. And hopefully I'll see a lot of yous in there, boys. Big up to everyone who tuned in. Big up to the TikTok. Big up to the YouTube. Community's growing every single day. Lovely day, man. I think we've got at least 30 bags made in the community today. At least 30 bags. Probably more. Probably near enough 50. I'm going to work out how much dough we've actually made. But yeah, so many happy people in the chat today, which we love to hear, boys. We love to hear. But yeah, boys, what's this little upgrade? What's that? What is that? That's a 30 setup though. But yeah, boys, big up to everyone who tuned in, and I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Sweet.